asparagus. I'm not gonna be here long, honestly, because I'm hungry and I've had a long day. So we got fresh asparagus. So typically on the ends, I know that's not in the video, but you know, it is what it is. So on the ends, it's hard to see because of the light I got, but it's a little frayed, like it's not what you want. So you want to cut the ends off, just a little ends, separate them. So cut like that much off the ends, just to keep them fresh. Do the same with these. Hey y'all, whoever's on, hey, you're gonna rinse them off. All right, you're gonna rinse them off. I'm gonna rinse them off real quick. All right, so rinse them off. Y'all can see the water. Y'all can hear the water. All right, so you're gonna rinse them off a little bit. And some people like them whole. You can cut them horizontally. It doesn't matter, right? So typically people cut them in half. That's that. All right. All right, so we got our asparagus here. We're gonna take a little olive oil. It's real simple tonight, guys. I'm not doing anything too major. A little olive oil. Don't ask me how much. I don't know. Fresh pepper. And this is actually pink Himalayan salt. It's actually my favorite. So a little salt. Not much. This actually doesn't taste as salty, and it's actually healthier for you. So now we're gonna put that to the side. I'm just sit that under the camera, get that out the way. Adriana, is my buddy around? I have to keep my promises. All right, so now to the good stuff. Hey sis, I meant to call you today, but I was trying to study for that certification thing and I never did call you, so my bad. Just trying to get my life together. All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all. I actually got, okay. I got 2 lobster tails, actually. So I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna let y'all tell me. Do y'all want me to cut the lobster tails 2 different ways? Show you how to cut them 2 different ways, or just one way? We can go just the quick way or 2 different ways. Let me know. Let me get the other one. They're on sale, so that's why I got them. This is the other one. For those of you who want to see it. Pretty good looking. 2 ways. Of course you're gonna say 2 ways. All right. Of course you're gonna say 2 ways. If I jack this up, Adriana, it's your fault. Alethea, sis, if I mess this up, both of the A's, it's y'all's fault if I screw this up. But regardless of what it is, I'm gonna eat it. Let me cut off this front out because it's gonna be a section. Y'all see that ash? Oh, I ain't the ash. All right, let me cut off the eye. All right, so let me show you some things about the lobster real quick. Teacher, don't try to hype me up, sis. Don't do that. All right, so typical lobster. I got it from Publix. Like I said, it was on sale. So there's a couple things you need to know. It's very sticky. Right here where my hands is, this is sticky. This hurts, right? So if you're grabbing a lobster tail, you don't want to just grab it like this because I'm being gentle, but this actually hurts. So You don't want to grab these little sides right here because it's prickly, you know. This is actually softer right here. It's a softer thing, shell. All right, so you have your, they gave me the bootleg one. My man's right here, got a lot going on, gave me the bootleg one. All right, so you have your tail. Now, this line is super critical, okay? Because I'm about to take some scissors and I'm gonna cut straight down this line, but I'm gonna stop right here. Hey Keisha, what's up? I know, thanks Alethea, I'm gonna make it happen. All right, so I'm gonna cut down the middle. I'm gonna take some scissors, kitchen shears I have, okay? I'm gonna just cut, I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna cut straight down the middle, as straight as possible. And it's hard, so you gotta put a little oomph in it, okay? And y'all share the video since y'all watching. And hey to people I ain't spoke to yet, hey, you're gonna cut straight down the middle, but you're not gonna cut through the meat. You see, it's like a little gap. It's like a little gap in there. So you're gonna cut straight through that line, all right? So let's not delay the inevitable. Let's see if I can get at a, sorry, I had a little wine cooler. Let me see if I can get into a better position for y'all. All right, so kitchen shears, scissors, not your churn scissors, but you know, kitchen shears. You're just gonna take them. It's not the best angle, so I'm sorry, y'all. And just cut. And remember, let me hold it up since it's a little more pliable than I thought. We're stopping at this line right before the fans, okay? We're stopping right here where my thumb is, because that's where the meat actually holds in place. So that we don't want to cut that off. I did pretty good. You can cut it right there, okay? Now, when you open it, it's a little bit difficult because the lobster meat that's inside is stuck to this shell, okay? So you gotta actually go in with your fingers. There's no way I can hold this up and do it, so we just gonna have to watch. So I'm gonna take my fingers along the sides and peel the meat off the corner of it. Before I do that, I just want to give a shout out to my great friend. Hey Aaron, hey buddy, I hope you're doing good. Gotta give a shout out to my buddy Aaron in El Paso. I miss talking to you. Hope you're doing good. And hey to my good friend Adriana. All right, so you're gonna stick your fingers in. You gotta be a little firm because it's not easy. And I told you it was sticky, but I'm trying to move my hand so you can get a better angle. So I'm just easing my fingers down the back of it. You can tell it's becoming a little bit looser. That's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. All right, you want to do the same on the other side. You just gotta not be afraid. It's not gonna hurt you that bad. You just gotta be careful. Stay inside. You see how my fingers are staying inside? Sorry. See how my fingers are staying inside? Fiacia, what's up? My fingers are staying inside the lobster tail. Now what I'm doing is I'm detaching it from the sides, because that's, you saw I couldn't do that before, right guys? I couldn't do that before. So now I've pulled it apart and you hear the cracking. That's me just kind of moving that back part. It's kind of gross, but hey, it is what it is. And again, taking my fingers, I'm going slower. Shoot, y'all can't see, my bad. And going slower and pulling it out, but it's still attached because we didn't cut it all the way to the end. Remember, like I said, we left that part on. So what you see at restaurants is taken. What's up, boo? What you see at restaurants is you see people take it out the shell and then they just sit it on top of this. Fancy restaurants do that. And you sit it on top. And there you have it. That's one way. You can clean it up a little bit if you want to. I'm just doing this for y'all because if it was just me, I would just be freaking getting it ready. Kind of cleaning it up. I got a little trash bag over here. It's not gonna hurt you. You can eat that. It's just for presentation's sake because I'm showing y'all how to do it. All right, so that's number one. Number one. All right. Second way, much easier, okay? Second way is much easier. You're just gonna cut straight through it. I don't even have to really go through it. So instead of trying to stay in that little gap that's there, we're just gonna cut straight through everything. I gotta watch the freaking camera. Cut through everything and split it in half. It's a little easier than the first part. It's still sticky though, so you gotta be careful. So, hey Battle, hey Blake, how you doing? Long time no hear from. Hope you're doing good. All right, so you're just gonna cut through just like you did the first time, right? And we still gonna just keep it down the middle. Tegan, I got a new number, so I need to text you. It might not happen tonight, but I might do it tomorrow. All right, this time you're gonna cut all the way through. Okay, now I only went through the top layer, so now you gotta actually go in and cut the meat. So you actually just go in and cut it like normal. You just follow your the path you created. So you cut it at the top part. That's it. So second part, much easier. So a lot of times when you're at restaurants, when they got cheap lobster, that's no offense, but I'm just being honest, they'll just cut it in half because it's much quicker than what I did the first time, and just lay it out on your table like this. Miss you too, Battle. Hope all is well. All right, so next you gotta ranch it off. Ranch it. If you're from the country, like I'm from the country, you ranch it off. All right, you gotta ranch it off. Who know about the ranch? You gotta ranch it off. All right, we're gonna rinse it off, and I gotta wash my hands. I'm gonna take both of them and just give them. And you're gonna rinse it in cold water, not in hot. Anything in hot, you're gonna start to cut the. You're gonna start the cooking process. You don't want to do that. So you're just going to rinse them off really quick. Alright, I'm gonna wait back to you. Alright. So now so now you gotta put some seasoning on it. Alright, we got the asparagus waiting in the back. Now we're gonna put some seasoning on it and we're gonna see what happens. Alright. You can't have lobster without butter. So I did a quick rinse. The meat got a little turned around, it's not a problem. So for me, I'm gonna actually leave this part open a little bit. Hey nephew, what you doing up? Alright, so I'm gonna leave this one open and I'm gonna leave these two facing each other. Okay? So, butter. You always need butter. This is semi-melted. I melted it earlier, but I want it to be soft. I know that's kind of weird. You can just melt it all the way and pour it in, but I want it to actually be a little soft and just place it right on the inside because that's going to create a butter flavored steam that I want to have on the inside when I cook it. Okay, now this one I'm just gonna rub it on, okay, because I can't go up under. I mean I could, but that's the point of cutting it, so you won't have to go up under. All right, so again, you can melt it, but for this one I just chose to kind of soften it. Okay, so you can see that we got inside here and we got outside here. All right, 1 second, gotta wash it again. Alright, so we got the butter. Alright, now we're gonna take a little oil here. This is vegetable oil. We're just gonna take a little vegetable oil. We're gonna get this side ready because that's where it's going. As soon as we finish, that's where it's going. Alright, so inside, the same thing. Inside of this, y'all know what this is. I don't even gotta show y'all. Old Bay, right? So we're gonna put a little Old Bay in there because I want all those flavors to steam up out of there and hit that bottom of that, okay? Now, little Old Bay. You can put how much you want in there, okay? It's your life. You can put nothing on there, but however, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna have no lobster with nothing on it. What we look like. So you're gonna put something on there, and I'm still shaking, obviously. So that's Old Bay. We got some Cajun seasoning. So we're gonna put a little Cajun on there. I know y'all like that, ain't Shay? But you know how we do. I'm actually gonna do kosher salt. Okay? Kosher salt. And I'm actually gonna, that's all I want though, on the bottom of this one. So you wanna close it just a little and place it right on top. Okay, 1 second, you gotta wash it again. I don't have the gloves, man, because it's hard to, I can't find any gloves right now. I can't find any gloves because of the COVID right now, so I'm all out, so I have to keep washing my hands. If I had on gloves, I'm not saying I wouldn't wash my hands, but it's a little bit easier. All right, so we got our kosher salt, put a little kosher salt. And then finally some black pepper. All right, and then on top of that, just gonna set it right there. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so now we just gonna put it on there. That's it. Put it on there. I got some oil on there. Y'all saw me put that on. So we're gonna put the lobster tails right there. All right. This is not gonna take long because they cooking already. Look at that. Look at, oh. All right, it's not gonna take long. I'm gonna put the first one down, and then I'll put the second one down. All right, first one's down. Oh, snap. We're gonna put some water on. Y'all know this is the water container, and cover it. That's it. Spray water. Cover it. It's gonna take just a few minutes. It's not gonna take long. That's why I haven't put my asparagus down yet, but I'm gonna do it now. All right, we still got our asparagus right here. I'm gonna put a little olive oil on, and then we're just gonna dump them down. Nothing fancy. Y'all still hanging in there with me? Who we got? Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Robin's on. That means she's gonna eat my second. She's gonna eat my second lobster. Right, Robin? That's what that should be. So asparagus, they don't take long either, but you can kind of cook them how you like. So if you like them a little bit more crispy, that's up to you. If you like them a little bit more like softer, that's up to you as well. So you kind of let them sit there, work his way through it. It's only been about 90 seconds. They're getting there. Still here. Oh, hold on. Let me see how many can I get. It's smelling nice. It's smelling all right. How do I feel? How do I feel about pink salt? I think it's better. It tastes better. Like you can actually, the regular, y'all know the regular salt that we typically use. Oh shoot, I can't move it because it's gonna knock the camera over. But the regular big one with the girl with the umbrella, that salt is just not very good for you. So there's better salt. This salt is like a level up. The kosher salt or the sea salt, and then you got the pink Himalayan. So it just depends on what I'm doing, but I definitely try not to use that table salt that much because it's not very good for you. All right, asparagus is actually almost done. All right, let's see. Let's see what we're looking like here. I turned it up just a hair. Oh my Lord. Sweetie. Let's get a tad bit more water. Did y'all see that? I hope y'all saw that. Not on it, just around it. Create that steam. Crack it, okay? Alright, I actually like my asparagus right now. Actually look pretty good. I'm gonna give them maybe 30 more seconds. Thank everybody for tuning in. Is my nephew still on? You want some? Alright, I want to come. Where you at, Jacoby? Are you in Maryland? I need to come up there and get me, I think, some crab balls or something. Something I've been researching. These are done. Boom. You saw how pink they are? That right there is an indication of goodness and then gracious and then the name of Lord. Okay? That's all that means. Alright, so we're good here. We'll go ahead and take these off. Look at that. See that little crust form? You know where that crust comes from, right? Because I put that butter underneath there. So we're going to just lay these here. Okay? Don't worry. I'm going to show you what it's looking like in a second. Alright, now remember, we got a second one. We're not quite done. We almost done, but we're not quite done. Alright? So, still got these others on. It's a little warm over here now. Don't fall on me, baby. Gonna lay it there. Gotta be a little quick. Same thing, same process, doesn't change. Water, water. Back it. Alright, let's grab these asparagus. Because they right now. They're good. You can put Parmesan on them, however you want. But I'm just doing something basic tonight because I kind of had a long day. And I actually just wanted to kind of treat myself because I had a long day and had a lot going on. So I just wanted to be a little extra. Be a little extra with it. Alright, so we here. That looks great, right? Oh, Lord, I left one. My bad. The lost sheep. Come back. Where you going? Alright, my bad, baby. I got you. Alright. So while that's cooking, now a key thing with cooking is when it's getting silent, something is going on. Either it's about to burn or something. So it's not as loud as it was. So it's telling me, check me, Shay. All right. So if your food getting silent, you gotta check it out. Oh, sweet Jesus! Y'all see that? Oh, I'm gonna hit it one more time though. I'm gonna just hit it one more time. One more time. You gotta hold it because you get a little anxious. You see that? No anxiety up in here. Won't do that. Alright, so we're gonna hold it right there. That looks good, y'all. Like I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm actually just getting some butter prepared for the top of the lobster. So that finishes up. Okay? It's quiet again. So that's letting me know we are getting close to quitting time. Right? Alright, all meat has water in it. I mean, most food pretty much has water in it anyway. But meat has water in it. So when it's making that frying sound, that is the oil connecting with the water. So therefore, again, when it's quiet, that means there's less water on the inside of the meat. That means it's cooking, right? That means it's almost done. So because, again, I just put water around it and there is not that much sound right now. That was parsley. You can't do nothing without parsley. And there's some lemon juice. My fresh lemon I used for school this week, so I don't really have any. Cut that up. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is done because it ain't making no noise. A little more Cajun seasoning. Alright, let's check it out. And there you have it. That's so good. That's good to me. We about to find out in a minute. I'll move that out of the way. Y'all still hanging in there? Oh man, we still got a good crowd. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so now we got our melted butter. I'm gonna cut everything off because we're good. We're good right now. Alright, so now we're up. We're just gonna take it very carefully. I'm just gonna set it right there. The Lord gonna send me an assistant. I believe that. Alright, we got our 2 lobster tails, we got our asparagus, we got our just some melted butter, parsley, and some Cajun seasoning, and we just gonna do that right there. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. We all good. We got some asparagus, freshly grilled, some olive oil, salt, pepper. We showed you two different ways to cut your lobster tails up. So we got our little individuals. You take a fork or a spoon and you just spoon it out. Look at that. See all that? Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Butter is life. It is life. Good butter is life. All right, so I'm not gonna stay on here with y'all playing. Y'all know why? Cause I'm finna eat. So I don't know what y'all finna do, but I'm finna eat. It's been real. Thanks so much for watching. And if you haven't shared already, you should be sharing. Again, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna move to All Day Shade soon, but I'm still trying to pick up some things on that page. So again, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and maybe this will be coming to you soon. I love y'all.